Hello and welcome. Today we've got something a little bit different. We're going to be making some inks from oak galls. Up here we have English oak and sessile oak. There's also some Turkey oak that grow around the grounds. For this we're going to be using English oak. We found that the oak galls tend to be most prolific on the trees that are youngest, on short trees, and also on the younger branches of more mature trees. It tends to be 2 to 3 year old wood that the wasps favour. So this is what we're looking for. Some real beauties on this one. So the ones you're looking for are these ones, and that's how you know the wasps have left and gone on to make new galls somewhere else. So lots of tiny holes like this. This is November now. It's normally around now through winter that we'll pick these. It's an oak tree with oak galls on it. No, you're not an oak gall. What lived in there? A little wasp grub. So these are actually dried from last year. They crush up a lot better dried. Bear in mind, if you're using them fresh, then you've got to adjust the weight. They're a lot lighter when they're dried. So first up, we're just going to rough crush them in the mortar and pestle. You can just use a mortar and pestle, but obviously it takes a lot longer to get it into a fine powder, which is really what we want to maximise the surface area, which will release the most tannic acid into the water. Next up, we stick it in a coffee grinder. This is how we get it really fine. Just remember to do it well ventilated. There's a lot of dust when you do this. This is what we've got. We could keep grinding and refining, but for what we want, this will do. There's plenty of it as a fine powder. Now we're going to go ahead and add 450 millilitres of tap water. It would have been ideal to have slightly more oak galls for this, probably around 2 ounces. Now we're just going to agitate it for a bit, and then we're going to leave it for 24 hours. You can already see the colour in the drips here. So now the mixture's been left for at least 24 hours. We're going to go ahead and strain it. The sieve takes the big particles out, and then the muslin cloth takes out the smaller bits. You can really see how rich and dark it is now. And we're just going to go ahead and do a quick dip test, which will give us a good idea of how the ink's going to look dried. And here it is, a couple of hours later dried. Really nice earthy brown. And we really just wanted to show you that you can just use this ink as is, and this is the colour you'll get. So for the next part, we're going to add iron sulfate, which is going to react with the tannins to create a black. You don't have to go ahead and buy a massive bag like this. For small quantities, you can even use the iron supplement tablet. So we're going to weigh out 1 ounce, 28 grams. Bear in mind we've kept some of it aside without the iron sulfate mixed in, so we can use it for that brown colour as well. And after a quick stir, you can see how black it's gone. Really nice dark black ink. Now we're going to decant it into these smaller vials and do a dip test. The beauty of doing it this way is you can mix and match, and you can experiment a bit with different amounts of different chemicals. And from one batch of ink, you can get a lot of different colours. Next up, we're adding just a couple of drops of gum arabic. This will help thicken the ink. Again, it's something you can experiment with quantities on to get the ink the right thickness that you want it for. So thanks for watching. We hope that was helpful, and some of you will give it a go. And don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. So if you like this kind of thing, you will love Summer's art. Please check out her Instagram. I've put in the links below. Lots of really nice earthy pictures made with natural inks that she's foraged. It doesn't get cooler than that.